Hello everyone, this is Sheila May Molde taking up Bachelor of Science in Computer Science at Arellano University. This is going to be my assessment for ITC 127 Advanced Database System. So as you can see here, we have the Arellano University Equipment Management System or the AUEMS. So this is the login form and where you can see the username, password. So first we should have the active username, password credential for us to be able to log in the system. So first we're going to input our username. So as I mentioned, we should have a username that is active and also we're going to type in the password. But for now, I'm going to make it wrong for you to see the validation that we had for the system. So if you have a wrong credential, it won't go through the system. So I will be putting now the wrong password. So you can check your password by clicking this for the password visibility and where you can toggle your password visibility by showing or by clicking the show password here. So this is the wrong password and you can just type in, enter, or just press in the login button. So as I mentioned, if your details are incorrect, there's a prompt message saying that there's an incorrect login details or the account is inactive. So for this one, as I mentioned, I log in a wrong credential for you to see the message that you're going to receive if you're logging in using a wrong credential. So we will now be proceeding with the correct credential. So I'll be using first the admin credential in where as an admin you can have the access for the account, equipment, and logs management. So I will be using the admin with the correct password, of course, for us to be able to access the main form. So if you type in all the correct credential in this system as the administrator, as you can see here, as the account type, you are the administrator and the name of that administrator is admin. So we want to welcome the admin, of course. So we also have the log out button here. So, but for now, we will not be pressing that first. So as I mentioned, you have a access in the main page, which have the account, equipments, and logs. So as the admin, you can be able to access the accounts in where, so this is going to be the view of my account. So first we have the search functionality in where you can search based on the username. So I'm gonna show it there. So first we will be type in like your own account. So admin and then just press in enter or click the search button for you to see. So as you can see here is the admin administrator and the details for that specific user type or the username. So the table will display your username, of course, the user type, the status, who created it, they created, and we can have the action as well. So for the action, we can start first for creating a user. So just click the create a new account and then I'm gonna show you how to create an account as the admin. So for again, I just want to highlight that as an admin, you are the only person that can be able to have the access to add an account. So I'll be using like, for example, another user 2 and then password and like the email that you want to use and of course the account type. So we have like user and then just click on cancel if you don't want to push through the action that you want. But since we want to show you how the admin is adding an account in the system, I will be pressing the submit. So after you press the submit, you will go back to the accounts management page again. So here you also have another two action, which is the update user or the edit and deleting action. So first I'm gonna showing you the update or the edit. So just click the edit and then this is gonna be the page that you are be redirected. So the usernames there are the uh, username that you want to update. So first, like for example, we want to change this person or this username into technical and make this as inactive. So same thing, if you click the cancel, it will go back to the main page without changing anything. But if we really want to update, just click on the update button. Then as you can see here, the update that we made, like we did is the dot we inactive the technical person or the user and we change it into the technical. So these are the updated changes that we created. So you will see it right away after submitting. But now I want to show you how to delete or what's gonna happen if we delete. So first, just click the delete button and you will go to here. So of course, as an admin or the username, they're gonna ask you if are you sure you want to delete this account. So if yes, of course, you just click the yes. But if no, you can just click the no and then you're gonna be redirected again into the accounts management page. So right now, as we wanted to delete the account, so just click the yes. So as you can see here, the user2 username is no longer in the accounts management page. So that is how the accounts management as the administrator access everything. So he or she has the access to do it. So I also have here the back to the main page. So we will be going back to the main page for the equipments. So for the equipments, we have, so I'll be showing you the equipments. So as again, as an administrator, you have all the access to add the equipment and also update and delete that equipment. So for the equipment management, of course, we should have a search text box. So for now, I won't be using it since we don't have yet the equipment. So we have here the asset serial number, type, department, status, and later on the action. So this is the table that will display the asset and every details that we need. So we have the add button or for add for us to add an equipment. So we will be now using it. So just click the add button. So the asset number, so we will be using like asset number 1. And then the serial number could be unique. So like um, the type is monitor. So let's use like HP, the year model. So let's use 2023 and just put the color or any description for that. So let's use the AU and Ligarda and we can use anything here. So we can just like using the school education. So again, the cancel button will just be going back to the equipment main page, and then you can add equipment here. So for us to add, of course, the equipment. So just add equipment. So here it is. So as you can see here, we already add an equipment. So I will be adding another one for you to see the validation for this system. So asset number and serial number, and actually all the details here are required for us to create or add an equipment. So first, we should have an asset number and serial number, which is unique. So for example, I created before the asset number 1, so I will be trying to add new equipment using the same credential. So first, there. So add credential. So we'll just be using red, but we will try. So add equipment. So as you can see here, asset number or serial number already exists. So it is now impossible for add an equipment using the same asset number or serial number. As I mentioned, we should have a unique number for asset and serial number. So we will just go back. So we will put the asset number 2. And for this one, we can just be adding another number. So monitor, then HP. So for this one, here should only be numeric. So I will be typing alphanumeric. So let's try if we can go through. So add equipment again. As a validation, we will be receiving an error saying year model must be a 4-digit. So we have a 4-digit, or we use a alphanumeric, which is invalid. So we should update it using the numeric number. So we will be using 2024 red, and then let's try to add this. So there. So we validated that adding an equipment, actually this is not really for just an adding an equipment, but also for other action like update and delete. But I will not be going on on that, since as I mentioned, the code or the um, process are all the same. So we have the validation for the system, and now we will be proceeding in updating. So like here, so as I mentioned, this is the same. So but for the update, so we should have a label, so with which display the asset number. So this is the asset number, and then a text box for the serial number. So we have here the text box that allow us to input the new serial number. So you can input or you can remove this one and then you input another one. So we will just be removing this and then just type in 123. And then for the monitor, you can just change it into CPU. So manufacturer like HPE. So year model again should be a 4 digits number only. So the first description, this is the current description. So you can use this one. So you can use red. And then this is the current. So we can just use, and here. So we can put on repair. So then click save, and for cancel, it will just go back and no changes at all. But for this, we want to have changes. So just click save. So as you can see here, the asset number, this is still the same. And the serial number we change, and the type, which is now CPU, and it's all, or it's on repair. So there. So that is for the update. So we will now be deleting for us to see if it's working. So just click on delete button, and then there's still a confirmation if you really want to delete this. So we want to really delete, but again, if you don't want, just click on no, and then you will go back to the equipment management system and then since we really want to delete it. So just click yes. And then as you can see here, asset number one successfully deleted for you to know that it's already deleted. So just back to the main page. So you will no longer can see the asset here. So since again you are the administrator, you have the option to back to the main page. So this is the main page. So as the administrator, we now have the last access that you have, so which is the lags. So this is the lags. So as you can see here, we have here, so we started, so I deleted all the lags for us to see the records for the whole process that we did. So at first, I added equipment, updated equipment, delete asset. So this is the, actually this was the before. So we will start here in the user. So I created the user number two. So as an admin, I update it and delete. So these are the in the module accounts management. But for the equipment management, I added two. So there's a two added equipment. So we also have, so these are the process that I did. So as you can see here, we deleted as well. We updated the equipment. And the last thing that I did is the deletion of this asset number one. So for this one, we will be showing the deletion button, which we have here, delete all lags. So for the lags, we should have, of course, the display and where we have the date, time lag, the ID and who performed the action and the module as well. So we will be now deleting the button in where as administrator, we can delete everything here. So again, you have the strong access for the system as the administrator. And we will now be deleting all the lags. So are you sure you want to delete all lags? So again, there's a question asking if you really want to delete the lags. And after deleting this lag, it should have a lag in where you as the administrator will lag on this table the last thing that you did, which is deleting all the lags. So now I will be pressing the OK button. So just press it. And as you can see here, so the date today, so what we did as an admin, we delete all lags. So it's still lagging here that you as the admin is the user who deleted it. So then finally, we will now be lagging out. So there's just two um, last thing. So you have here lags deleted and action lag successfully. So we will now be lagging out as the administrator. So for now, I will be using the technical account. So we have the tech, and then for now, I'll be using the correct credential since I already show the error message that you will be receiving if you put in the incorrect credential. So as a technical, you only have an access to the equipment management. So, but you also have the access, or you can also do same thing as the administrator. You can add equipment. So we will try again. So asset number one. So this, I guess this is the one that we deleted. So let's try. So if not, we will be having an error, as I mentioned, so it's already existing. So we'll try one, and then so let's see if we can add equipment. So same thing, you can add equipment here. So we can update this as technical resource. So this is the asset number, and then just type in so new, and then this one if you want to change, and then retired and save. So here, so all the updated actions are here. So as a technical, you can also delete. So same thing. So just delete. And then since we are sure that we want to delete, just press in the yes button, and then the asset number one successfully deleted. And you can now go back to the equipment management. So as you can see here, you only have the technical access. So you don't have an access to the main page or the main point for the accounts and the lags. So we don't have anything to do here as the technical. So we will now be lagging out. So lastly, we will be using the user account. So we will use the user credential and then the password. Then let's log in. Oh, sorry, it's wrong. So we will try again. Sir one, then log in. So as a user, you only have a view to the equipment management. So again, you are the user. So your name or username is user one. So you still have an option to check using the search button here. So let's try. So AST2. So since it's only one, so you can definitely see this one. You also have the action option, but it's not clickable because again, as a user, you only have the view to the equipment management and you don't have any access to logs and accounts, which the administrator only have the access for that. So we don't have anything to do here as user. So we now be logging out. So that is my Arellano University Equipment Management System or AUEMS final output. But I will be just showing you some or the my SQL. So this is gonna be the very quick since we already have the output. So of course, if it's quite wrong, so the possibility is the system will not be running. So here, so these are my databases. So I also have this EMB DB. So as I mentioned, it's going to be the database 127 assessment. So I have here the tables, which is the table for accounts, because of course, as the administrator, you have the accounts access, and we also have the equipments for add, and you also have the lags. So those are the three database that we need for this project. So here. And also, so inside that we have like TBL accounts, of course, the accounts itself. So we have here this one. So username, password. So as the username is the primary key and every details that we need for this table. So for the table equipment, we also have the asset number as the primary key for us to fetch everything regarding the equipment. And the last is the lag. So for this one, I didn't include any primary key. So since that is no longer needed. So these are my background first, of course. So I use that as my background. So first we have the main page, of course. These are the codes that I created. And then the accounts management. So this is it. And as we add, of course, we create account. We also have the update account and of course update the equipment. So we have session checker and also the validation, like as I mentioned in the equipment management. So we also have here the configuration, of course, the configuration that we have, the database connection and equipment background. So we have there. And for the lag, so we have lag data and of course the lags for this system. So I guess that's all. And thank you